My name is Brian Fleming from BuildingSocialProof.com, and today I want to talk to you guys about a really cool thing you can do with Facebook. And I don't know if you guys know you can do this, but hey, good afternoon, Mom 2 of 3. Is that what your screen name's about? Mom 2 3, it looks like. Yeah. Anyway, I am broadcasting this on Periscope, guys, and as always, I put this on YouTube and my podcast and my blog, so you can see it there. And if you guys are watching this there, just remember, man, get on Periscope so you can jump into these things live and ask questions. Becky, yeah. Hey, Becky. So see, Becky jumped in the scope, and I know Becky's going to tell us where she's from. I am from a small town called Romeo, Michigan. We're about 30 miles north of the beautiful city of Detroit, where they make automobiles and all kinds of cool stuff like that. But there's a few of us in the tech world, not many. I'm one of them, and I help people get customers and clients for their business using the internet. Pretty simple. Do it through a lot with social media, Google Ads, SEO. Oakland University, top mad dog. Are you Oakland University in the Detroit area? South Texas, RGV, MRM Steve just joined. We got people showing up with Periscope. Very cool. You guys are going to get a lot out of this today. I always wondered if Facebook could do this, and I'm going to talk about it, and they can. And what they can do is they can look at your audience and give you an amazing amount of data of your customers, people visiting your website. I'm going to talk all about it in just a second as we're getting people to join in through Periscope. So looks like we got a couple more web viewers popping in, and I'll probably get started about now. What do you guys say? Ready to do it? All right, let's go. So we are talking about Facebook and a really cool thing you can do with Facebook where you can have it look at your prospects, your clients, your customers, your website visitors, and it's going to tell you an amazing amount of information about them. So how do you go about doing this with Facebook? Where do you start? Well, hey, Orlando Pippi Huss, it looks like, just joined in. Welcome to the scope. We're talking about Facebook and its powerful ability to let you see your audience in a lot of cool ways that I'm going to talk about here. So what you have to do first to get started with it is you need to go over to facebook.com/ads. And when you're in their ads platform, in the top of the tools, you're going to see something, you're going to see a couple things. What I want you to do first is look at audiences. And Facebook, it gives you a way in their ad platform to build audiences. It gives you basically three ways to do it. Now, even though you're playing around in Facebook ads, for what I'm going to show you, you don't need to spend a penny on ads. That's the cool thing. Everything I'm going to show you today and talk about, you can do for free. It costs no money, but of course, Facebook wants you to run ads, and you should run ads with what I'm going to tell you. I'll wrap it up in the end and explain it. Yeah, got some hearts out of that. You should be running Facebook ads. Okay, so you're going to go into the ads tool, even if you've never created an ad in your life. It's facebook.com/ads. And you're going to look at the top, you're going to look for audiences. And a little window is going to pop up, and it gives you a couple choices of how you can build an audience. Now, there's basically two ways. There's one way where you've already got your customers. You have a few hundred phone numbers, you have an email list, you have an existing customer base. And if you have that, you can upload it into Facebook. You give them all the emails, all the phone numbers, and Facebook is going to go find those people on Facebook and start tagging them and start learning about those people. It's going to build them into an audience. So that's one way. You've already got your people. You can upload them. My last scope, I talked about a lawn care client of mine, and he already has a big customer list, so we're going to load that into Facebook because he already has it, right? But what if you don't have a customer list? What the hell do you do then? Maybe you're just starting out. Well, what you can do the second way is you can put, and I've talked about it a lot, it's not hard to do, guys. You can get a plugin with WordPress. You want to get the Facebook tracking pixel and just put that all over your site, and then just come back in a week or two. You want Facebook to start tagging people as they naturally visit your website from wherever they're coming from. If you got a blog, put it on your blog. Just let that natural traffic that's rolling in start building you up an audience until you have around 100 to 200 people. So once you've got through step number one, you've loaded your customer list. or you've tagged your website visitors. You've now got an audience of 100 or more people in the audience. Now we're ready to use the cool tool. So what you're going to do in the ads manager now, facebook.com/ads, without buying an ad, you can go down under tools. You'll see audience insights. That's the cool tool, is called audience insights. So you go down, you're going to pick audience insights, and then pick the audience you made. If it's my customers with their phone numbers, pick that. If it's your web traffic, pick that. And Facebook is going to tell you an amazing amount of data about these people. It's downright scary what they know about your audience and what they know about me and you. It really is. So what are some things you can look up with this tool? You know, I've written them down. I'm going to grab my list. We're going to go through them in a second. Okay, so here they are. I've written them down, and the first one is pretty obvious, right? Where do they live? You know, so you can find out, you know, maybe a lot of your clients are in the United States. Maybe a lot of them are in India. Maybe a lot of them are in the UK or Australia. Facebook's going to show you the geographic distribution of where your customers are. Why would that be important? Why do you think that'd be important? What if you got a website that's getting a lot of traffic and they're not buying? You're trying to sell them stuff and they're not buying. What do you do? Thanks for sharing TXMom23. Really appreciate that on Twitter. Or no, you shared on Periscope. Really appreciate it. So where was I at? Okay, so you got this website and it's getting a lot of traffic and you can't sell these people anything. You try to, they're not buying anything, and you run it through Facebook and find out all that traffic's coming from India or Bangladesh or the Philippines. You know what? These people don't have money to buy your stuff. So that would be a huge insight to know that your traffic's not high quality traffic. And Facebook could tell you that in about 2 seconds flat by looking at your audience. So location's one thing, kind of obvious, right? It'll make you an age distribution graph. What if you found out most of your website visitors were baby boomers? Would that change how you marketed to them? Or what if you found out they were mostly in the age bracket of 15 to 24? Would that change how you market to them? It might. So those are the kinds of things you're going to get out of it. It'll tell you what percentage are male, what percentage are female, what education, how many of your audience tend to go to college, or do they only go to high school, or are they young enough and still in school? It'll tell you their education level. That helps out a lot. It'll tell you how much money your website visitors make. Do they make 50 grand a year, 100 grand a year, or do these guys really make a lot of money? That's going to really help you with pricing your products and services, just knowing this stuff. Okay, do they own a home? Do they own one? Do they rent one? Can tell you that. Pretty impressive. Do they have kids? Are they parents? Boy, I use this one for my PC Tattletale software. I want to find parents who have kids who want to know what their kids are doing online, and I can run them an ad for my PC Tattletale software. So are they parents? Are they expecting parents? How old are their kids? Can you believe Facebook would know that you have kids that are 6 and 7 years old, and they know that, and they're able to bucket you with other people like that and find those people in your audience? Here's one. What kind of car they drive. How the hell could Facebook know what kind of car you drive? But they do. They tie into RL Polk data, and they're able to look at your registrations and know what kind of car you drive. Pretty crazy. I think car dealers would love that, to know that kind of stuff. What kind of smartphone do they have? Do more of your customers have an iPhone, or do they have an Android phone, or something else? That might help with how you design your website and present your offers, knowing what kind of platform they're on. And then probably the big one is it will show you an affinity towards similar fan pages. This one is huge, guys. So your audience probably likes somebody's fan page that's a competitor of yours or an ancillary business of yours. You can start targeting those people directly through Facebook ads if you want to do it that way. You could reach out to those people, maybe do an affiliate deal with them or a joint venture, because your audience already has a high affinity to them, which means their audience also has a high affinity to your audience. So Just remember, guys, with Facebook, there's a lot you can do with this audience insights, and you can learn everything you could ever imagine about your customers or your website visitors, and you should check it out. It's a really, really powerful tool. So anyway, guys, just wanted to make a scope on that today. I'm going to be doing another one next week. It's going to be pretty fun. And my name is Brian Fleming from BuildingSocialProof.com, and I will talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.